You say that wearing a mask's not a price that you're willing to pay. You cry that Rise of the Resistance won't work and still doesn't have a standby. Why so cross? Is it because I took your classic attractions away? What a cultural loss! Ha! Remember, despite your enragement, I'm still the boss. You'll be back. Soon you'll see. I'll skin classic Rise with R.I.P. You'll be back. Damn the cost to reclaim the childhood you lost. Prices rise. Wait till fall. Somehow I'll keep my job through it all. And when push comes to shove, I'll have them charge you extra for your AP to remind you of my love. Da 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 da. You say your pockets are empty and you just can't stay. But I know that you can empty that 401k. And now don't criticize me, or you'll get more rides in 2.5D. The story might be a little loopy. And who's this bird named Chubby? More Disney, more family, but more money, more money, more money. You'll be back like before to help our stock price jump a little more. Epcot sucks, yeah, it's true, but we'll have a screen ride clone from Paris for you. Book next week or tomorrow before I'm replaced by Josh tomorrow. Because when push comes to shove, I will fire all the entertainment groups remaining to remind you of my love. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Everybody. Da 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 da
The spring roll cart at the entrance to Adventureland in the Magic Kingdom is preparing to reopen soon. Planning to close my arteries. Disneyland is still closed, but Gavin Newsom is allowed to go out and buy copious amounts of hair gel. Mass layoffs were announced for 28,000 Disney Parks cast members, but don't worry, executive salaries were restored to normal. Yeah, that's right. You've read WDW News Today. Now it's time for WDW News Tonight.
Live from the WDWNT studio in Orlando, Florida, it's WDW News Tonight with Tom Corliss and Nick Cicero. Tonight, the family feud, the launch of a new WDWNT venture, the good, the bad, and the ugly of the reopening of Walt Disney World, and more. Now, here's your host, Tom Corliss.
I promise I'm done singing.
Yeah!
Hello, I'm Tom Corliss, and this show is the last entertainment left in Orlando. Yeah. We have no budget either. We just show up.
All true.
Nick!
Yeah?
How's it going?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Weird to be here.
What? Oh, you weren't here for. That's right. You weren't here like the whole rest of the.
No, I haven't been here a long time.
You can cut to him. You can show him. There you go. You got this. She's learning.
It's been a while.
Thank you.
I was here for rehearsal last night. Yes, we rehearsed this.
That was a first.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's been a while. I don't get out of the house much anymore. It's interesting. Yes, it's
You
an
just stay home
interesting
and play
life.
with toys. It's very different from what you did before.
Not much, no. But the good thing is, I mean, now I have an excuse. I mean, I never like to leave my house.
I know from how many plans you canceled. that we were going.
This suits me. This life suits me.
It's good. I'm glad you're back in here.
Yeah.
Glad obviously the world hasn't returned to normal, but it's nice that this show kind of is. Obviously, we'd like to have a studio audience again, but there's enough staff members here where it's like we have one.
It's fantastic.
It's a paid audience.
No, I'm glad we're back in the studio. This is great.
Pete's laughing because he doesn't get paid.
Sad but true.
Zoom shows were
Glad
weird.
to have you back, and glad everyone's here tonight. And those of you watching home, those of you at your first news tonight, welcome. I know we've gained something like 14,000 new subscribers since the last show. So a lot of you, this is probably your first dive into our insanity. Welcome aboard. Thanks for tuning in. And please hit the like button. I now have to mention that on this show because we learned that works really well on the live streams and everything else. So please hit the like button if you enjoy the show, and if not, just leave and don't hit anything.
Hit Tom.
Hit me? No, please don't. Fragile. All right, now the news. Let's get started. We got a lot to do tonight. Brought to you by the WDWNT Interglobe Society. Congratulations are in order. We have a big birthday to celebrate today. Walt Disney World and Nicholas Cicero turned 49 today. Just Walt Disney World, I'm sorry.
Hey. Not yet.
If you joined my live stream, you're able to watch as I rode several of the original attractions. Yes, believe it or not, Bob Chapek hasn't gotten all of them at this point. All the ones that turned 49 today. You were also able to see Cinderella Castle with its new paint job, which just turned my stomach.
Oh.
Walt Disney World, Walt Disney World continues to operate at a reduced capacity with enhanced health and safety measures, obviously, since we left you in July. Measures include wearing masks, social distancing markers, and a temperature screening upon entering a theme park. It seems the only things not having their temperatures checked in the parks these days are the entrees at Tony's. That's a nice and cold. Chicken Parmesan, very nice. Like it with the icy cheese on the top. You get a good crunch.
Right out of the freezer.
A nice crunch. Oh, boy. Mass layoffs have been announced at Walt Disney World and Disneyland Resort, affecting approximately 28,000 cast members. The statement was made by Josh D'Amaro, but once Scooby and the gang took his mask off, we realized it was Bob Chapek all along. Multiple witnesses said that Josh D'Amaro, the new chairman of Parks and Resorts, was actually at downtown Disney at Disneyland Resort yesterday, speaking to cast members. And according to Nate Pester and others on social media, D'Amaro looked, quote-unquote, defeated and was apologizing to cast members, letting them vent and cry to him. Bob Chapek also looked defeated, but it was because still no one has put in an offer on his house in California. Oh, Bob, no, Bob, don't worry. It'll be okay, Bob. Don't worry.
Baby Chapek.
Don't worry, baby Chapek. It'll be all right. Those 28,000 people can't take half your salary anymore. I promise. Okay? It's going to be all right. Go back under the table. I just hit his head on a bar.
The ketchup formula's expensive.
The ketchup formula?
Yes.
God. By now, you know who didn't have to cut people? Heinz. Ketchup market goes on.
Skyrocketing.
By now, you've all heard, not only did a lot of frontline cast members lose their jobs and managers, but a lot of entertainment. But I'm sure by now you've heard that after 32 years, Disney is getting rid of the Grand Floridian Society Orchestra.
I don't like this.
Me neither, Reach.
Is this our first post-Regis show?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Since he passed, yeah. He will live on our show forever. Love you, Reach. This decision has been almost universally criticized, not the death of Regis, but the band being retired
yes.
has been universally, I'm sure the death of Regis was also universally criticized. He was a very nice man.
I don't know if that was a decision, though.
No, there wasn't a decision. Wow. The decision has been almost universally criticized by social media. There's no word on what the Grand Floridian will do with the space left behind by the orchestra, but fans offered several ideas on what Disney executives could do with the instrument. The original bandstand for the group was replaced with 2 tables for the Enchanted Rose bar and lounge. I'd be mad, but that's still more physical props than Runaway Railway, so I'm kind of torn. I'm always amazed when they do something physical at this point. Disney said they simply can't afford the band anymore. One table then ordered 2 rounds of Manhattans at the bar for $200. That's actually how much that would cost before tax and tip, by the way. Not a joke. Is a $25 Manhattan at the Enchanted Rose, but can't afford music. In light of this, in an email from Jeffrey Kaiser, executive correspondent, specialist, and all-around a-hole for Walt Disney World Resort, Disney shared a statement regarding the firing of the orchestra. Quote, as you may know, we're always evaluating and refining our offerings and creating new ideas to build upon Disney stories. This philosophy is keeping with Walt Disney's vision for using cast members solely as a means to produce profit. That's what he said.
I bet he did.
I'll move on. For 23, that was it.
It's hard to know.
For 20, worst joke of the night? No? Was it? I don't know.
No, that wasn't a bad joke. It was just sad.
Yeah. There's a lot of sad news this week. For 23 years, Yeehaw Bob Jackson rocked the roost with wacky piano playing and singing at the River Roost Lounge at Port Orleans. On September 29th, he announced he will not be returning to his role either. Yep, when the resort reopens, guests will be greeted by Projector Bob, who will be completely pre-recorded.
Do we have any happy news tonight?
I hope so. It's a bad week.
Yeah.
We have to be mean this week. Reports from Tiki Man's unofficial Polynesian resort pages on Facebook indicates that dancers, musicians, and entertainers at the Polynesian Village were also affected by layoffs and cutbacks. Yeah, so now the inflatable movie screen from the resort lawn will be moved to the Spirit of Aloha dinner show so you can watch Moana while you eat.
Dinner and a movie.
It's
too real.
Yeah.
The price hasn't been reduced. It's the same price. Not much more has been said about, we talked about this before we left, the Princess and the Frog overlay of Splash Mountain. We haven't heard anything about this, and in fact, we heard today that a lot of the Imagineers that were working on this were actually let go, very sadly. This project for Disneyland and Disney World. But guests have been wondering, is the project even going to still happen? Well, we are proud to announce that it will still happen. In fact, WDWNT, since we're so tight with the Walt Disney Company, we're very close, has an exclusive for you this evening. We're going to unveil the name of this attraction. Everyone's been wondering, is it going to be a mountain? What's the name of this thing going to be? And so we've even, Disney was nice enough to send over a musical trailer to announce this name. They didn't want to be outdone by that Velocicoaster Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 video.
That's pretty sharp.
So they needed to send over a announcement trailer. So here you go. We're going to play that for you now.
Frontierland, there's a mountain, and it's full of racist animals. Now here lately, there's been some shouting. It's getting problematic, oh. Demeaning accents, they always spraying. Starting the daytime, go all through the night. It's gotta go, this ride ain't staying. Let's sell some merch, then go risking us a ride. Grab some decals, come on round. We'll use projectors to keep costs down. Got us a princess from a mountainous town. Welcome to Mount Orleans. We make magic, both good and bad. French Quarter Falls gon' make Tom Corliss mad. We about to patronize you all pretty bad when you come to Mount Orleans. Bourbon Street to party and revel, and then a drop for the young daredevil. Got us a mountain that's below sea level. Check it out, Mount Orleans. Frontierland all around us,
goes billing those bears that sing. Rich people, poor people, but preferably the rich ones. Come check out Disney's Mount Orleans.
Yes, very nice.
Mount Orleans. As you know, it's full of mountains.
Yeah.
It's
Pretty special.
It's amazing. If you've ever been there, like you got to walk uphill to like each restaurant.
Yeah.
It's real. Yeah. It's real hilly.
It's hard after a few drinks. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what,
Navigate all those hills.
Yeah, fall right in the briar patch. I had a fishbowl drink. I just went right in. The alligator was ripping on my butt. Just, not good. And a bluebird was talking to me. I maybe had too much.
Yeah, a little bit.
Arriving, and Jason's like, I'm gonna have the rest of this beer now. He's like, arriving at Sunshine Seasons in the Land Pavilion at Epcot is a new sandwich. It's called the Land Crusher. See, I told you guys the land would be crushed. It's just, you gotta wait for the announcement. No one remembered that? All right. All right. Savi's Workshop has reopened their build your own lightsaber experience in Galaxy's Edge at Hollywood Studios. That's right, entertainment gets to keep their job if it's based around $200 merchandise sales. Yeah, so get ready, folks, because we're introducing the Build Your Own Musical Instrument Experience at the Grand Floridian. Yeah. Wally Bogue's voice comes over, like Yoda. Someone got it. Rock Around the Shop. At the exit of Rock and Roller Coaster released a new studded jacket made of sweatshirt material, but designed to look like a motorcycle jacket. I need to get one of these, but I don't know, after all these Halloween treats in the parks, you better make it a stretch. In fact, better make it a super stretch. I'm joking, I already don't fit in it. Work has begun on the refurbishment of Disney's Polynesian Village Resort, which will include a new and better lit entrance area that I'm told will look less like the place where Batman's parents were murdered. Yeah. Although that does explain why there were Polynesian pearls all over the ground. Oh. The Batman people are losing it in the chat. Those Batman Disney fans are just...
It's a weird crossover.
Oh. Disney Springs will be expanding their hours next week, starting on October 9th. Be open until 11 p.m. on Fridays and Saturdays instead of the standard 10 p.m. close. Disney will refer to this as extra reseller hours. Any Disney cast member will tell you that they're trained to stick to the 4 keys: safety, courtesy, show, and efficiency to bring the best in Disney service to guests. But earlier this week, Disney announced they're adding a 5th key: inclusion. Cast members will be trained on the newest of the 5 keys prior to receiving their final checks next week. Can't be included if they fire 28,000 people. They're mean. Disney's mean. Never mind. This is a hard week to do a monologue. Out of an abundance of caution, Run Disney has canceled the upcoming 2021 Marathon Weekend and Disney Princess Half Marathon Weekend. However, for only $399, you can now join Club Sleep Disney, which will hold virtual sleeping events throughout 2021.
My kind of club.
Walt Disney World annual pass holders can now get 30% off on select Shop Disney purchases. You can then also get 100% off when they email you that the items you ordered aren't actually available. Get up at 3 a.m. to order a poster? Nope. Not getting it. The Enchanted Tale of Beauty and the Beast opened at Tokyo Disneyland this week. Meanwhile, we won't even open the goddamn Paris screen ride at Epcot. The ride is a trackless one with cars that actually have motion bases, and the attraction is chock full of audio animatronics. In fact, there's even figures of the enchanted household items and the Beast in human form. We can't even get main character animatronics in America. Japan is building figures of characters no one wanted. Who's the least liked character in Beauty and the Beast? Build them. Weird Mrs. Potts with creepy face? Build it. Also opening this week was the Happy Ride with Baymax. May look familiar to those of you in the United States, as it's a ride system similar to Mater's Junkyard Jamboree and the Sad Ride with Buzz Lightyear. The D23. The D23 Expo 2021 has officially been moved to 2022, which gives me a whole nother year of theme parks announcements to ruin. Just like I ruined that joke. Last year, a group of female employees suing Disney sought to conduct an analysis of pay data to prove gender disparities. Since then, it has come out that Disney actually had already conducted a pay equity study. The plaintiffs in the case are demanding to see these documents, but they're going to have a hard time getting them as mysteriously everyone who did the study was let go this week. Nope, all right. That's the news. I'm not even going to try anything else.
That was hard.
You know what, Nick? I'm just going to, I got to get over this news being rough.
What you got there?
They're doing buy one, get one off on the Goofy's Candy Company candy.
No.
I don't know why it's buy one, get one off, because the candy is as good as when it's new.
Oh, no.
And it's easy to open, too, I find. Nope, didn't open.
You're not going to make
You
me
read
eat
the
any of
ad,
that.
and I'll try to open this candy.
WDW News Tonight is brought to you by WIGS, the WDWNT Interglobe Society. Support WDWNT and get early and exclusive access to content you won't find anywhere else, including exclusive WDW News Tonight and Park Center post shows each and every week starting at just $2 a month. You can also get extra core bucks to spend in our online store to collect Disney Parks items from around the world, and WDWNT exclusive swag. For more information, go to patreon.com/WDWNT or visit WDWNT.com and click the Patreon link. Join WIGS and help make this show happen through Patreon. You got it?
Maybe.
Maybe?
Yeah, I don't know.
Don't
No.
accidentally cut the candy there.
No, it's fine. So yeah, they got buy one, get one candy.
There you go.
I don't know why people aren't buying it. It's definitely
What
super
the-
fresh. Would you like a character gummy?
Oh my God.
What? It's like it's brand new.
What is that?
What? It's just a little old. It's fine. You want some?
No.
Suit yourself. I'm going to have some. I can't get it out. Forget it. Nothing's working this week. Let's take a commercial. We'll be back with more tonight. Stick around.
Woo!
Something will work at some point.
Childproof bags.
My husband was thrown out of Disney's Hollywood studios for not wearing a mask, and all anybody can talk about is how he misquoted the least seen Pixar movie. Like Jerry Maguire once said, "Show me the gondola!"
Were you a maskless hillbilly who misquoted a movie while being ejected from Walt Disney World? Call 1-777-777-7777 for the law offices of Gone and Dola.
Hello, I'm Bud G. Gone.
And I'm Roz Dola.
If you were thrown out of the park for trying to exercise your freedoms, despite being on private property and knowing what the rules are before arriving, call us.
We remember Hopper, and we won't forget about you, the little guy, either.
And if Tom Corliss comes up with some witty headline that insults your knowledge of movie quotes, we'll sue him too.
That guy is staying at a Disney hotel every night with the money he made off of your misquote. When we're done with him, he won't even have enough money to steam his shirts with bottled water anymore.
We know it's tough to remember movie dialogue when you're maskless and surrounded by retired ex-cops. So we'll fight for you.
Gone and Dola also handles sinking Splash Mountain log cases. Call 1-777-777-7777 to get the justice for the colony and oppressed ants everywhere.
Coming soon to Disney Plus, it's the story of a father and son who just wanted to get some fresh air.
Dad, can we go to Disney Springs? It's open.
A family that just wanted to grab a bite to eat and maybe not take their chances shopping online with Shop Disney with a lowercase s. But going out during a pandemic when your dad is a hypochondriac isn't easy, especially when you're a clownfish.
It's a pandemic, Nemo!
But Dad, I'm so bored and we'll follow all the rules.
We can go if you keep your mask on.
I promise.
A father who wants his son to be happy, even if he'll spend every moment of the trip in fear of everything.
Nemo, don't touch the railings, Nemo!
I won't. Can we go over there?
Not too far. And wash your fins, Nemo, even the lucky one.
A father who battled an entire ocean to find his son will now try to survive an outdoor mall full of Floridians.
Maskless hillbillies, Nemo! Swim away! Swim away! Oh, I miss when our biggest worry was jellyfish.
Marlin will wish he was back in the safety of a tank after this wild and hilarious adventure.
Dory, where's Nemo?
Fabio? He went to the Bloodhouse.
It's Boathouse! Nemo! Nemo, where are you, son?
Disney Pixar's Socially Distancing Nemo, giving you something to watch between seasons of The Mandalorian on Disney+.
Did you have fun at Disney Springs, son?
Yeah, even if we didn't get anything we wanted because the eBay resellers got them. Oh look, they're testing the monorails. What color is that, Dad?
Coral!
This is where the early planning is taking place for our so-called Disney World project.
It is a showplace dedicated to entertain, we hope, with a purpose.
The biggest celebration Walt Disney World has ever seen. Its 50th anniversary.
I don't think you're a bad person. Just don't mess up the 50th. Oh, we're back? All right. Sorry. Let's find out what's happening this week on Disney+. Plus. Action! This week on Disney+, Plus, National Geographic presents the magic of Disney's Hollywood Studios. Oh no. That poor zebra. I think he caught the zebra. He's way faster. I don't know. This is also what the Velocicoaster footage looked like. It's probably like this. All right. So we were on the air a couple days after the reopening. So obviously we had thoughts about how things went the first few days, but we haven't been on the air since then, and obviously a lot has changed. And I want to know after, what are we at, 2.5 months? Over 2.5 months since the reopening of Walt Disney World. What is good about it, what is bad, and what is ugly. And so we have an illustrious panel, including Nick and myself. We have the Diffendals.
Yeah.
They're in the Puppet Theater. Yes, it's a beautiful background. I'm glad we set that up. Where's Axel? We got Axel and Allison.
Axel. Yeah.
And we got Eric.
Yay.
Eric Morton, maybe?
Maybe.
Hey, and a pile of pillows.
Hey, that's Eric. Yay.
That's Eric. There you go. Mr. Mount Orleans. Dr. Eric. That's right. Dr. Eric.
Yes.
So obviously, because we're WDWNT, we're going to leave the bad and the ugly for after. We want to end on those. But let's start with the good. What has been good, in your estimation, about this reopening of Walt Disney World?
I mean, it's open.
It's good that it's open. I agree. We could be Disneyland. Yeah, that's good.
Overall, one of the best changes is food. Like the food that comes out of the kitchen is generally a lot better than you would have before. Not all the places, but in general,
I felt the Tony's joke coming on.
is better. No, I broke my jaw the first day when we had to go to Cosmic Rays. Yeah, okay.
Cosmic Rays?
Yeah, It still hurts my jaw. Shouldn't have taken the chicken burger. I mean, it was there since March, so that might have been like the thing. But the food overall is better.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I think so. I went to some restaurants that I didn't like before the closure, and I thought they were doing a much better job than before. I think I've had better meals at some restaurants I would have wrote off before. Yeah.
And certainly restaurants like Beer Garden, which used to be a buffet and is table service now.
Yeah.
The food there's a marked increase in the quality of the food that comes out.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Beer Garden usually. It was probably my favorite visit to Beer Garden.
It was very, very good. I mean, the selection wasn't all of it.
But it was the stuff I wanted. Like, I didn't feel like there was any of the highlights missing. Like, any of the stuff I usually loved there, I felt was all
there.
represented.
But the quality was so much better.
Yeah, absolutely.
Immense difference.
Yeah.
I thought that the cast members, especially the first couple of weeks that we went back, they seemed so grateful and so thankful and so appreciative, and they were constantly saying thank you for being here, and they were genuine. They were very, very genuine, saying thank you for being here, welcome back, and I felt that I had a much better experience with the cast members overall.
Well, now the company has beaten the happiness out of them.
Well,
so.
Yeah, especially
sadly, yeah.
Yeah, I remember the first day Epcot opened and walking up towards the entrance and just sort of this row of cast members on either side as you walked up who were like saying welcome and thank you for coming, and they were literally like so visibly joyous to be there, and it just made you feel like you were coming home. Like that was such a remarkable feeling.
Well, this is before the parks opened, but when we checked in at the Polynesian on June 22nd, the security guard at the booth cried, which I thought was the most heartwarming. I think that might be my favorite Disney World memory in my entire life. And I mean, we had the Illuminations reunion and all that, but this was such a genuine, unscripted moment that I just thought, like, this cast member just so happy to see a guest.
Yeah.
And it reminded me of why we love this.
Yeah, the people that are in the customer service field, I mean, I've been in customer service positions many times before. You genuinely love making people happy. Like, this is a reason why they choose to be there and work there as opposed to other places. They want to make, like, they want your day to be magical. They want to see smiles on your faces. They want to see a child's eyes light up. And I'm sure that they miss that so much, that they're so passionate about that. And seeing that again is really a beautiful thing.
For me, it was good to get out of the house. I mean, I joked at the beginning of the show, like I literally am suited for quarantine and antisocial behavior. But it was great to get out of the house in a structured environment. Like, it's a weird way to get kind of reacquainted to society, because I mean, I still work from home. I get everything shipped now to me because I'm used to getting my groceries shipped to me now.
I was doing that before. I told you.
I know
that's
you
the
were.
way to go, man.
Yeah. So now I'm used to that. I have my subscriptions and stuff comes to me, and so I don't have to leave the house. But it's cool that I do, just to go to like this kind of like make-believe fantasy world and interact with society in kind of a structured way that feels a bit safer than going to Target or whatever, So that's, I think, the good about it. It's kind of a way of forcing me to get back out, because I'm paying for these passes still, right? Yeah. So I'm like, all right, I should actually go interact with society. Why not? So
I just like that Tom. I like knowing that Tom gets groceries.
Oh yeah,
I had no idea.
Oh, yeah.
I just assume you're eating.
Oh, that was
stuff.
before June 22nd. I don't even know what my house looks like anymore. I have no
Tom
idea.
has groceries.
You're gonna get lost when you head back.
Well, I do think the safety part is huge, and in terms of like the good and what they're doing really well. Like, when I came down here for park opening, I felt safer going to Walt Disney World than I felt going to my local grocery store.
Yeah.
And the other thing that I think they're doing an excellent job of is the enforcement of it, because you go to your local grocery store and you know half the people are not wearing their mask properly. There are some people that aren't wearing the mask at all, and everyone's afraid to enforce it. But in Disney, you literally have people whose job is to enforce the mask policy, and you see them talking to people. If their mask is below their nose, pull it up. You can't have the mask off while you're walking around. You can only have it off while you're stationary and eating, and they're doing such a good job of enforcing that I feel a lot safer here than I feel anywhere else I go out in public.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think there's anybody who's doing a better job of safety than Disney. I mean, and now granted, you know, I know Universal has been taking a lot of measures too, but I can't think of any place safer to go in Orlando
Universal's
than Disney World.
slightly less strict on the enforcement, I feel.
It's not just that you feel safer, it's that you are safer.
Yeah.
I am safer in Disney than a lot of other places that I could be going in Florida right now.
Yeah. And you know we mean that because we just destroyed the company for 25 minutes, and now we're saying they did something good. So you know we're being honest. Right? No, it's fine, baby Chapek. Any other good stuff?
I would also, another good thing that I think has happened is they have stepped up their the things that you're allowed to use mobile devices for.
And the Sanaa pickup.
That was
so
heaven.
good.
Wow.
A pickup at a table service restaurant.
Yeah.
Not to cut you off, but I just thought as soon as you said that, I was like, oh, that was one of the coolest things. Yeah.
Sanaa to go.
Yeah. Also,
yeah, I mean, we got to take it back to the room, and Nick was there.
Yeah,
you came out. That's
I
right.
know. I came out
Nick
for
was
bread
there. We had bread
service.
service at our table in our room, and it was that was another great. That was just really.
I like the cavalcades better than the scheduled, you know, the big parades too. I like.
Some people say that.
Watch
I
them
don't
come
feel
by.
that
I
way,
love
but a
the
lot of
characters on
people
the
say
boat, going by in the boats at Animal Kingdom. That should stay.
Very sweet.
That should stay. The boats.
I think that's
Animal
too hard to see from a lot of places.
I want
So it leads to a lot of running. Just you see people in that park just sprinting.
That's also because the boats go so fast.
But also, like, there's only a few spots where you can really clearly see them.
Yeah.
So I feel like I see like people hear it, and they just in Asia, and they're like by the up theater, they're like, where is it? They just like start running.
It's better. The boat with the musicians is better than the ones with the characters playing like music. The guys that are playing drums and everything, because it just creates like a good atmosphere. And you don't have to see it. You know.
Yeah, that
Kind of-
one.
yeah.
If you could see that, if they would cut down some shrubbery and you could see them better, I do like the boats a lot.
I mean, the thing is, so at Epcot and at Animal Kingdom, those didn't replace a daytime parade.
But Studios, they didn't either.
Well,
Studios hasn't had a parade in years.
they have the marchy thing, don't they?
No, that's gone too.
The Stormtroopers?
No, believe it or not, they cut dozens of acts before COVID. This is a regular thing.
All right. I mean, I never stayed at Studios.
The cast members are the entertainment.
Okay.
Remember.
So
right,
it
baby
only.
Chapek?
So in that's in my mind, it's great because that's actually an added piece of entertainment at those parks.
Yeah.
It didn't replace something that they can't offer.
They should stay at
due to
Studios.
I think that. I mean,
Like Stars and Cars didn't work as a Stars and Motor Cars. That's a Paris one. Stars and Motor Cars shouldn't have stayed because it was. I don't think it worked as a parade, like as a I don't know, like a landmark event in your day. But I think like a regular, like unscheduled cavalcade of stars going through the middle of Studios just feels like a proper thing. I like that a lot.
Are you suggesting that they purchase these vehicles
From Enterprise
or keep
Rental Cars.
renting them?
For those of you who don't know, haven't watched the live streams, those cars are not owned by Disney. They are all from Enterprise Rental Car. And the guys at Enterprise have to drive them over every day. So. But they should buy them. Well, now that they just sold back all the minivans so they can go.
They have a lot of cars available right now.
But the minivans have roofs. They could saw the roofs off the minivan.
There you go.
Yeah.
Have they fired all those people who know how to do engineering work?
I don't know yet. Anyway, I'm going to drink out of this bowl now.
So are we ready for the bad?
Axel, let us be positive for at least 2 more minutes on this show.
I have
because
another
we know
good.
the rest is going to be negative.
I have another good. I know this doesn't. This you don't qualify for this one, but I've saved so much money on merchandise.
Yes.
No, I have.
Have you saved? Okay. I mean, like it's ridiculous.
Wait,
like,
you mean you save money on merchandise because you haven't bought anything?
Right, because I'm not
because Tom has saved money on merchandise because of the 30%.
Oh,
No, 30% is good, but I also don't feel like I've bought as much as usual.
Well, I mean, there was nothing
What
new
is
for
that?
us.
I haven't bought anything this week. What did I buy this week?
For himself, he let somebody else buy it.
Just throw me under the bus.
Turnabout is fair play.
The pens were a couple days ago. That was a couple days ago, the Christmas ornament.
Yeah, but it's still in your car.
Do auctions count?
It's still in your car.
Thursday starts a new week. News Tonight.
The calendar. Someone's mic isn't on, and he's trying to motion to someone. Whose mic isn't on? Just say it. Whose mic isn't on? Axel's?
Oh, Jill.
Jill, your mic isn't.
It's on the light
It
screen.
says it's on. Okay. There you go. Take Jason.
What? It's on, isn't it?
I'm just talking to Jason.
It's on.
Let's stop talking about my spending habits. So you've. I didn't buy anything.
It's a spending habit because it happens on a regular basis. That's why it's called a habit.
Well, if I'm not going to the parks as often, I'm not spending money on merchandise. I know I could go
Are you
online
going
and do
less often?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know how often you were going before.
I mean, I've only gone a handful of times. I mean, I went a bunch right when it opened because
Yeah.
I thought that was a great experience, and only a handful of times since then.
Okay.
But I'm not running down there for merchandise releases or anything like that.
Well, no, because you just buy it on Shop Disney. Oh, wait, that's the,
that's
the ugly. Never mind.
These items will be exclusive to Shop.
I mean, even food and
Shut the
drinks.
box. Oh, there was 500 in that box.
I just got a $600 refund from Run Disney, so I mean, come on.
Saving all kinds of money.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
right.
I save money on posters because I never get them. I wake up at 3 a.m. and order them, but I never get them.
Yeah, I chose to get my whole $600 back, not get the medals or the T-shirts.
Oh.
Yeah, just give me my money.
Yeah.
I'll run around Mount Dora. I'll make my own medals.
Oh, jeez. Cut to montage of Nick smelting. We should start our own mall. Anyway. Any other goods? Because Axel can't be this positive for this long.
BOGO candy.
I like
BOGO candy.
BOGO candy, yeah.
Well,
just lick it.
Yeah, how about like the sale on the 2020 dated merchandise? Buy one.
Yeah,
get
who
one.
doesn't want to remember this year?
And the $5 NBC pins.
Yeah.
Flower and garden
knows
merch.
what NBC means.
How about flower and garden and food and wine merch all at the same time?
Oh yeah.
How about a Oh, never mind. That's in the bed too.
A good for me was gonna be that there were no parties this year, but I realized for regular people that's probably a bad. I just don't like to cover parties.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway. I think another good is that there are no upcharge events. I feel like it's a very different culture at Disney World without upcharge events. It's kind of nice. Everyone's on the same level again. There's no fast pass. I mean, I just won't get in a line if it's over like 25, 30 minutes, but that doesn't bother me. I don't know, it kind of, in some ways it feels like old Disney World.
Yeah.
There's no upcharge events. There's no one with added special access, you know?
Yeah.
I kind of like that.
Yeah.
That's it, we're out of good? Oh, God.
I have a good
Oh, go ahead.
I really like seeing the characters that are kind of like out in the wild almost.
Oh, Pooh in the forest?
with the
I mean,
bear.
the bear.
That's adorable.
Yeah.
I think that's very cute.
Winnie the Pooh catching butterflies is one of the most wholesome things I've ever seen.
I think that's great. I hope they keep that because I think that's a little bit, it feels more natural almost.
It
than
feels
just,
like an animal enclosure. Like an exhibit. I feel like I'm at the zoo. They said on the live stream, it was like, a lot of people at the Winnie the Pooh exhibit today. He's like stretching.
I will say.
We got a guy with a dart gun in case.
Winnie goes wild. Shoot.
Aim for the neck.
My favorite was at Epcot when Joy was out and two guys were standing there watching and one had no idea who Joy was. And he's like, who's that? And his friend's like, that's Joy. And he's like, she be tripping. She's just like skipping around in the ground and rolling around.
She kind of looks like a hippie. It's kind of like there's a hippie out at Epcot. Then she was swimming in the fountain, although that was a kid. All right, the bad?
Here we go.
I mean, wait. Make sure you're going to talk about the bad and not the ugly. Because if you say something and I think it's ugly,
Yeah, so ugly has to be like the worst things.
Oh, no, I don't
July
think...
11th. And then bad should just be things that are unpleasant.
I don't think, by now, everybody knows that I have my Paris history, and I have never been sadder to live here since Halloween started in Paris.
Looks
good. Because, like, everything is just like the other years. Like all the decorations are out. Here you walk in the Magic Kingdom and even the what was it, 2 or 3 pumpkin men in the front aren't even there. Or what is it, like the scarecrows?
Where are the pumpkin men?
Oh, yeah, we have, there's even pumpkin women out in Paris. They're just running away.
That's what you're getting.
They're almost more secure.
Finally, the representation that I've been waiting
Wow,
for.
pumpkin men and women.
Yeah, but they hasn't. She's female. You can.
We know what a woman is, actually.
No, but you can see it's a pumpkin. It's still a pumpkin. It still has a form.
Stop making like shapes with your hands. Pumpkin. Wow.
All right, Axel, how big are these pumpkins you're talking about?
No. Cut away from him.
Today was the first day I was in the Magic Kingdom since they put up the Halloween decorations, because we just got here last night. And I walked in and I was like, oh, yay, Halloween. And the pumpkin wreaths are up on the light post with the pumpkin Mickey heads. And then I kept walking up Main Street and I'm like, oh, that's all there is. And then as soon as you get off Main Street, there's nothing else in the entire park.
It was like Toy Story Land, where it starts with like the big Woody, and then it's like, oh, now there's grass. What's happening right now? All right, the theming fades away as you walk through.
I have another bad.
What's the bad?
My bad is the Epcot monorail not running.
Yeah.
Sure.
I think, especially with the prices, at least now, not being really discounted from where they were, and the cut of the amenities of all the resorts, the least they could do is let you ride the monorail to Epcot.
That's fair.
Is it too early to bring up Park Pass system? Is that in bad, or is that?
I'd say that's in bad.
The Park Pass system is poorly executed. It's difficult to navigate if you don't know what you're doing.
That's
a fragmented system.
If you make
got to
a
go to one
mistake-
place to look for where the availability is, and somewhere else to book. Like, why can't they just integrate everything into MDX really easily?
Yeah.
Why can't you? Yeah. Why can't you just do it on the app?
Yeah, so like getting a park pass, I
In
don't
order
even
to
bother.
change
I
them,
just
you have
I
to
just tell Lee,
cancel.
can you get us a park pass for some time? She goes, I got it, because I'm so frustrated with that system. It's just
And to change it, you have to like cancel in My Plans, but then go to that booking site.
Yeah.
And it's a process.
It is.
Yeah, it's terrible.
And the death of park hopping, which really
Yeah, park
stinks.
hopping.
Yeah. That's the worst.
That's the worst.
That doesn't bother me.
Personally, as somebody who doesn't get to be here all the time,
Yeah.
not being able to visit
Yeah.
more, like having to say, like, this is my park for today, and that's
Yeah.
all I get.
Yeah. The thing I miss is being able to actually like spontaneously go with a group of people to a park, because obviously with the live streams I was doing them every day, and after a while I was like, I need someone to like bounce, stuff off of, and you just couldn't do that because people couldn't get in the same park on the same day.
Well, we have a
So
staff
that
member
was-
that she want to celebrate her birthday, and somehow you got to get everybody. She wants to eat at a restaurant in a park, and you got to get everybody to get park passes to the same park on the same day. Like,
luckily it's Epcot, so we should get that one.
Yeah, but that's gone. I mean, that was gone a couple days ago.
So by the way, in the chat, everybody knows that it's Jessica's birthday, so happy birthday, Jessica.
It's not today.
But everybody's like, happy birthday, Jessica, in the chat.
They started the show off
So
that way.
we're not going to say the restaurant or creepy people might show up.
You narrowed down the
Creepy
park.
people are going to show up already.
They were invited.
Pete's going to show up with 9 people following him around.
Talking about restaurants, I have another bad. Like, we're now almost 3 months in. I still don't get why there's some places are closed and the limited menus. We're like coming to this point. Like, why are they still limited? Why do you still need to get rid of stuff on this menu and have a limited amount of things you can? I think
in some cases it is a supply thing. Like maybe the companies that provided them with certain things just aren't making them anymore. In some cases it's definitely a money thing. Like in the case of, if you want to talk about Topolino breakfast, getting rid of this, they have steaks. It's not like they don't. Other restaurants have them. So we know they can get a steak. For money's sake, they have removed steak from that breakfast menu. But there's some things like the shumai. I think legitimately they can't get the shumai at Skipper Canteen. Stuff like that. And a lot of restaurants have salmon right now. Maybe, maybe there's just not a lot of variety available. I don't know. But Some of it I think is money. Some of it I think legitimately their sources are either no longer exist or aren't selling certain items or things like that.
Okay, can we get to the ugly?
Or we don't even want to just call things bad. We just want to go straight on to.
I've got two. I just don't.
I have a bad.
Okay.
People don't know how to use the floor markers.
Yeah.
People don't know how to judge them. People just stand on top. Every day I have to be like, there's floor marker. I think they want us to stand on the floor markers. They're like, oh, no one's ever rude about it. And I try to say it nicely. Like, I don't want to be rude, but at the same time, I really don't want you, standing on top of me in a pandemic. And they'll do it like the whole time. If they do it like with one marker, they like miss a marker and we're already all moved up and you can't really go anywhere. That's fine for like a minute. If they keep doing it, then I'm like, okay, we got to use the floor markers. Some people are just on the phone, so they're not paying attention, and so they like miss the marker, and then they're like mad at you because you kept going because they kept going, and now there's no marker for them. Stuff like it's just frustrating. People, it's a marker on the floor. You walk up to it and you stay there until the person leaves the other marker. It's not complicated.
I give a lot of dirty looks.
We have the most complicated ones, like the one.
Oh, you have the do not stand, right?
Well, in Paris, there's the 6 feet big ones where it just said do not stand on, and you see a picture with 3 people just standing on the sticker, like waiting, probably smoking a cigarette in a waiting line without a mask.
Pumpkins.
This is pumpkin the women at the Feud pumpkins. These are good.
J'adore the female pumpkin. She makes me blush all the time.
Oh man! Wow. I missed how inappropriate accent.
I don't like this.
Yeah, that's great. All right, Jason, go to the ugly.
All right, I got 2 uglies. I'm just going to put them out there right away. One is merchandise, the whole merchandise situation in general, whether it's splash merch, resellers, no limits, whether they said, oh, it's exclusive to Shop Disney, and then it's not, whether it's limited edition of 100, oh, no, it's 200, oh, now it's 300.
And oh no, we accidentally sold 600.
Yeah, exactly. So like their handling of all of the different aspects of the merchandise system has been horrendous. Yeah. Absolutely horrendous. It's I can't even. There's no company that's like a quarter the size of the Disney company that handles merchandise that badly.
Yeah. I think more so the Shop Disney more so than the parks. The parks' big problem I think is the resellers. Yeah, the limit of 10 on items that they know are more limited and they should give more. That they know will sell out, even if it's a limit of 2 per person, and they still are just like, we don't care. Just put the Splash Mountain merchandise out. Whatever happens, happens. Shop Disney is the biggest offender. Like in the course of the last several months, there were 2 orders where I ordered 7 pins.
7?
Yeah, 7. I ordered 7 pins. Both times I got 1 of the 7 pins. 1 of the 7 pins. I messaged them about this. They're like, okay, we'll fix it. They mail the same 1 pin to a different address.
That's fantastic.
And then they're like, oh, we don't have those other pins. I was like, I figured that out when they weren't in the box the first time. You guys seemed convinced you had them. But that happened twice, by the way. The poster situation where people they took orders for double the amount of posters that they had on multiple occasions. Yep. An inventory system for an online shop run by the biggest entertainment company in the world doesn't have an inventory system that works.
Yep.
How is that possible? I have seen some incompetence in divisions of this company. Shop Disney is on a whole nother level. No one can compete with them. No one comes close. Disneyland Paris on their best day could not touch Shop Disney.
No.
And it's so ridiculous because in a time where the company needs every penny they can get as far as income.
And online shopping is the only thing that everybody can still do.
And they could be making so much more money if they would just stop screwing it up every time.
Oh, yeah. There's a fun game that gets played at my house, which is look for the Pluto Loungefly backpack. It'll be there. Put it in your shopping cart. It'll go there. Go to checkout. It's gone. Sorry.
Other people have good taste too.
My favorite thing
it's happened about 7 or 8 times.
My parents are not computer literate, really. But my parents love to shop. And so they have been online and like ready for every Minnie Mouse merchandise release.
Oh, God.
And they're online and ready. And then what'll happen, the same thing happens to everyone else, it gets in the cart and then it won't go through. And my father will call me screaming, just be like, Tommy, it's in the, how can they take it out of the car? It's in the car. How do they take it out? I just sit there laughing. But then my favorite is that I'll send him pictures when the merchandise ends up in Sir Mickey's and be like, oh, come on, really? Yeah. Did you get it? Yeah, I got it, Dad. Oh, good.
By the way, talking about money and Paris, in Paris they allow private events again. That's pretty cool. They start making money again. They have shows, some canceled due to COVID.
Has a Saudi prince booked a character event yet?
Maybe with 9 or 10 characters. I don't know.
A socially distanced fan days? Is that coming up?
It would be cool though. I mean, they have like one. That's like the for me, since the Walt Disney Company bought Disneyland Paris back, you would think like this is all now one management. And we have one park that is totally closed. We're in Orlando are very lean. And then in Paris, it's like, oh, we're going to put up 2 shows. Oh, yeah, sure. Our performers can go drink afterwards. We don't care about that show. And then now there's a Halloween stage show. There's floats. There's meet and greets with a distance of maybe less than 6 feet.
They just waited for you to leave.
They did. They really did. Since I left, everything has gone better. Thank me later, Disneyland
Does that mean we need Axel to leave here now?
No, we just need to go to Tokyo.
Once we can get in. All right. So the second ugly that I wanted to have is, and this kind of encompasses a lot, and it might encompass other people's ugly, and I already sort of mentioned it. It's all of the cuts in everything while maintaining the same ticket prices and roughly the same hotel rates. You get like a quarter of the experience. The park hours are severely cut. The entertainment at the parks is severely cut. There's no fireworks or anything, but yet the park ticket prices stay the same.
Well, because, Baby Bob said demand is there. Yeah.
That's ugly.
Yeah.
That's ugly.
It is.
And sort of encompassed with that.
In fairness, not every ticket is full price, right? Like they ran those Florida, it's mostly Florida residents, right? And they have that, what is it, $50 a day, basically on that, the 4-day ticket. Yeah.
But
so, like tickets are regular price, but then the Florida residents are getting $50 one, and they're a majority.
Your AP value goes way down.
But I mean, those people that had the Platinum Pass, who can't use it for water parks. I mean, they finally gave them refunds after how many months? Like just not having any idea how to handle any of this.
Yeah.
Right. Like, I mean, businesses generally plan for really bad things to happen, so they know how to handle it. And I don't feel that Walt Disney World actually had any sort of plan for any of this.
The greatest sign of that was resort reopenings. Which I will tell you again, like Allison said, the cast everywhere has been phenomenal.
Yeah.
The cast members are not the problem. The problem was that there was no plan. And so no one at Disney World knew what you do with the hotel room if no one's in it for 4 months. So no one knew you have to run water. And so at the Polynesian, the toilet exploded. At the Contemporary, black stuff came out of every shower. So every resort that reopened, no one thought to run the water. And so
those are the expensive resorts.
Think what happened at the All-Star. Exploded. There's gunk coming out of this. And I don't blame the cast. I know it's not their fault. No one was sent to do it. So it's management's fault. But that's an ugly. The fact that that plan doesn't exist. That there is no one knows how to do normal human things if you don't use something for several months because they never thought they'd be closed.
I even understand they didn't know what would happen, but they should have gone and checked
Who
those
doesn't know
rooms.
to not run water?
They should have checked those rooms and run everything in those rooms before they had people stay in them.
The toilet exploded. Exploded.
Did it like shoot like in the air?
We weren't in the room. You weren't in the room.
I wasn't
when it
in the
happened.
room.
All we know, I came out of the other. I don't know what you said. I came out of the other bathroom, and Jason goes,
so there's two
"Come
bathrooms.
look at this." And I just come out. I'm like, "Why is everything wet?" He goes, "It looks like the toilet exploded." And so I look in there. There's a puddle in the room with the toilet, but then also in the hallway. There's a puddle, and the cast members are super sweet about it. They really took care of it. They were wonderful. The toilet still exploded. My favorite memory, though, was when we came back because we went to eat at Kona, and then we came back just to leave. We had pack and leave. When we came to pack and leave, this golf cart, 2 golf carts with like 11 guys. 11 guys, and they start jumping off the cart before it's even stopped. They got shovels, and they just start. We're in the room looking at the beach and then the bungalows. And so there's some room there. There's a grassy patch between our room and the bungalows. These guys just start shoveling up. Like, they know what has happened. They're like, it's the pipes. Start digging. There's water coming off the balcony above us. We don't know. We don't know what happened to the pipes in that building, but it was not good. That's why they need Moana rooms now. Because
to Jason's original point, though, about like kind of getting less for your money, and in general, there's kind of this dome of greed and ill preparedness that I think all of us have seen
It's not
in the
just
company.
Disney.
It's not just Disney, but people have a higher expectation. Not many people on this staff, but in general, people have a higher expectation of Disney, that they're special and that they're not run like an oil company, or they're not run like some big,
I think this has opened a lot of people's eyes. I mean, there's still nut job company defenders on Twitter, but I think this whole thing has opened a lot of people's eyes.
I think if they weren't open by now, I think a lot of people thought they weren't going to go through with the mass firings. A lot of people thought that wasn't coming, that Disney was going to be better than that. And that was delusional.
Like, I have friends who do not care about Disney at all who are texting me that day saying, "Oh my God."
It was world news.
Yeah. It was. It was in the New York Times. Like, it was like front page of the New York Times.
I used to have a magnet, and it said, like, be the person that your dog thinks you are. And I think Disney needs to, like, be the company that the fans thought they were. And I think this has really revealed some of that kind of dark underbelly of kind of greed.
Our crusade for the last 3 years. Is they should be what they taught us they were going to. And people are like, "Oh, you're so mean. They're just a company." They told us what they were. This is not some idea we made up in our heads. We were told by Walt Disney and by Michael Eisner and by all these different people on television what Disney was. And so when they don't live up to what they said they were, there's a reason to complain. There's a reason to be upset with that.
And they used to be that. It's not like they were never that thing they told us about. They were that thing at one point in history. They just haven't been that thing in a while.
Yeah. And that's what I said. I think I said on the live stream today, I said, before I went to Tokyo the first time, I think I thought that a lot of that was just nostalgia, and maybe it was in my mind, and maybe, like, you couldn't possibly keep pathways that clean. Like, you can't actually, like, things break a lot, and maintenance takes a while to get to them. And those are the things, I was like, that's probably just my childhood. I just remember everything working and being fine and clean. And then I went to Tokyo, and like, within a day of being there, I'm like, no, it's still done. Like, you just have to pay to do it. You just have to not cut more and more back every year to make that number bigger than it was the year before, and you can continue to keep those standards.
Absolutely.
I don't think it's not just a numbers thing. It's also the employees that you have there. If they care, if they truly care, and if everybody cares, and you have this kind of shared culture that, like, we care about this, they're going to want to put in that extra effort that would have made up for maybe you have a few, less people on your staff. You're going to want to make up for that because you care. So I think it's a little bit of both.
I think there's a lack of awareness on on their part of what makes Disney special to people. So what, hey, let's just get rid of the entertainment. The Excel column 8 or H shows that they're not generating enough revenue. That must mean they're not special. They don't understand that that might be what brings people here. There are probably people out there watching that go to stay at the Grand Floridian every year because they love the Grand Floridian Society Orchestra, or they used to love to go see Off Kilter, or they used to love to see the Spirit of Aloha, or whatever else has been cut.
And this is what worries me for years to come, is that they are not only cutting the immediate benefits and the immediate expectation of what Disney should be, but they're ruining it for everyone who comes and is disappointed and is not going to come back.
Yes.
Right? Like, look at all of us who are coming here all the time because we remember how great it was in our childhood.
No.
My kids aren't going to remember how great it was in their childhood because, frankly, it wasn't that great.
Your kids are already kind of tired of it.
Yeah. My kids had a great time going to Universal. The last
well, they
time
had no expectations.
This is Fun Spot's opportunity to strike.
They literally stopped the ability to have repeat customers right now because they're not selling annual passes. So you're not going to come 4 times in a year and spend $400 plus per ticket per trip. If you can't buy an AP. So there's literally no ability to be a repeat customer right now.
I mean, Josh from Easy WDW and I will have that conversation every time we go to a park. It's like, and we'll say to each other, like, who comes back? Like, we'll just see people like at like Cosmic Rays or something. They just look miserable. They're yelling at each other. They're in a 3-hour line for Flight of Passage, things like that. And we just stand there and they're like, who would come back?
These people are not coming back. And that's what I think, this short-sightedness. I mean, it's not COVID. This has started to had been happening for years now, several years, and we've been talking about it. I think COVID just really so accelerated that process that, you know, the analysts say Disney's not going to get back to normal crowds till like 2024. I think the crowds that they're expecting to come in 2024 are going to look back at 2020 and say, why the hell are we going to go back there?
I think it was a real perfect storm this year. I don't know if anybody else feels this way, and I don't know if it's... I think it's really because of maybe rearranged priorities this year with everything going on, but like Disney to me is a little less important than it's ever been. Like I feel a little bit more like apathy towards it. Like it feels weird that to make it that important right now. Like
it's the same thing with sports, right?
Yeah. A bit.
No one's watching sports because
to me, I feel like it's different, and like this is, I completely get what you're saying.
People feel guilty to have fun right now.
Yeah,
a little bit.
But like this, coming here for me is the most normal I've been able to have in my entire life since March 16th. So to me, it's more valuable. But then again, I don't live here, so there's that difference to it. But to me, it is the most normal I get to have.
Yeah, no, I understand. It just feels like it's a little less of a priority.
Got a lot on their plate.
It almost seems selfish, I think.
Maybe.
I think that's kind of what you're getting. Where it's like selfish for you to want to go to Disney and enjoy yourself because all these cast members are there. And having to put themselves at risk for your fun. But then you look at the flip side, and this is what we talked about. You look at the flip side. Well, if you didn't go, these cast members would be out of a job, right?
But the whole thing that we're talking about the decline in the quality of Disney, and then we hit this, like I said, a perfect storm this year where all these other things happened and affected our lives, and it made us look at our lives and look at everything and what's important and it feels less important. It just feels like, you're right. I mean, great, go. You know, I'd love to support them, but I don't necessarily feel like supporting the product that's there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So that's
a lot of. I completely understand. I think I'm skewed off of that because I felt like from July 11th on, I saw with our audience has exploded.
Yeah.
And I think that's because there's a lot of people who need us right now.
Right.
And so I understand your point of view completely, but I just think the only reason I have kept going at the rate I've been going is because people with the lives every day would be very, very sweet, and we're like, I need this. You
I mean,
really
yeah,
appreciate it. Like that's
all those people whose
Yeah.
vacations got canceled or can't
Yeah.
come or whatever.
But
are
I think that's
living
why cast
vicariously.
members felt so happy to be
Yeah.
there too. Was I think a lot of guests, I saw many guests really thank cast members when they would help them
Yeah.
or do even just little things for them. I saw cast members that same way that people would say to me, well, thank you so much for live streaming. I would see them, the people that it meant a lot to be here to, that they've had a rough year and wanted to be here, really thank those cast members for, giving them a moment of enjoyment and happiness. And
Well, at the beginning, we were doing the live stream like every day. We were doing
we
that.
still do them every day.
Well, not the live stream. We did all that
WDW
programming.
during the closure.
During the closure.
WDWNT
During the
live, yeah.
closure. We did all that programming. I mean, that I felt was something. But I mean, that was like at the beginning of all this, and
We
then
were all
other things
locked in,
happened. Yeah, we were all locked in.
Yeah.
Now we're out.
Now
a little
you're
bit more.
out having fun and they're locked in.
Right, so now it feels very different.
Locked in.
Because before I thought it was very important that we were doing that, honestly, because we were bringing that to other people. It just, I don't know, just feels a little less so now.
Yeah, I get that.
But people are excited to see the parks, to see what's happening. People like they want
Well, this is
little
their
bit
happy
of
place.
normal. Yeah, and
Right? They want to
But
see
I will
their
tell
happy-
you, like based on our traffic, general interest in the little stuff has gone away. So there are less people reading reviews of cupcakes and
Yeah.
things. Those
Right,
little
okay.
things there is way less of.
That
When
makes
there is
sense.
like an operational change, people are very interested. So Rise of the Resistance having a screen because people are like, well, if I go, I don't want to sit behind a sheet and watch Rise of the Resistance. Things like
Maskless
that. And then
Hillbilly News has
obviously
been big.
everyone in the whole state of California wants to know when Disneyland's going to reopen. It's a big deal to them. But I can tell you, I think there are two camps of people. There are the people who have already come here or have something booked before the end of this year. And then there's these other people who are like, I'm not going until this is over. And there is no in between. You have either already been here or planned a trip for before this year is over, or you are not going to come.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's
So-
where we're at.
And so that means that next year is going to be real interesting to watch because if the pandemic's not over, all the people that came this year probably aren't going to come back next year.
I think even if people had a good time this year, they may not want to come back until things are over. They'll be like, oh, we experienced that already. No, they didn't open Ratatouille. They didn't open anything else. I don't need to go until something changes. But then when is Disney's hand going to be forced to open Ratatouille and open, and when are they actually going to get Tron done and Guardians and all those things?
Well, I mean,
or have a real festival.
And for those who do come, just know that the service is not included in the $50 pizza. It is not.
Oh boy.
Those people still need their tip.
That lady.
Toppings are expensive.
Toppings are expensive. What's the ugly part? Toppings are
As
expensive.
Food Rapper would say, you gotta read the label. That lady should have watched Food Rocks.
Yep.
The only ugly, I have one ugly. Some guests are very combative about all of this, and I'm talking about.
yeah.
I'm talking
Remember
about.
Hopper.
Talking about this guy. I'm talking about this guy, and then especially the one that's just holding it.
Yeah, the holding it.
and drinking. Like, I'm drinking. I can keep my mask off. Those people, and the grossest instance, I tweeted this one. The family that fought the cast member to take a photo with their masks off. Where legitimately, in the end, the son was just like, I'll take the photo with this water bottle up against my mouth. And they were just being so gross to him. And he kept asking politely. And they'd wait for him to like take a step back. And he'd just start watching them at this point. But in front of him, they'd just start taking it down. And I'd just be like, you knew what the rules were before you got here. Why are you doing to this poor man? Like, you're being combative. You're doing it to his face. This man is working in a pandemic at a theme park. He is just enforcing the rules that they've been given to try and stay open. Don't be a gross human being. Whether you believe in the virus or don't, I don't care. But you've come in, you know what the rules are, and this man has asked you politely 4 times to comply with those rules. Drop it. And yeah, don't be a maskless hillbilly who's preaching about masklessness at Disney World.
You are not
Unless it makes for a good viral video, in which case.
I'm not going to complain. That is forever going to be the greatest title I've ever written in the history of the website.
At least let us know ahead of time so we can get good video of it.
I can't even tell you how many people messaged me about the title. They were just like, who wrote that headline? I was like, me. They're like, it is the best headline I've ever read. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So, yeah. You are not entitled to come to Walt Disney World.
No.
That is not your right.
Or go anywhere. It's private property.
Yes. It's private property. There are rules. Follow them.
Do we have any more ugly? Because we're running out of time. It looks like you have a stretch arm. Cut to him. She's trying to cut you off. It's like you have a Stretch Armstrong.
Look at this. That is ugly.
Just lick it.
Just lick it.
It just makes me sad to, like, I know it's necessary. I'm not saying it's not necessary, but seeing a lot of the barriers throughout the queues that, like, the one especially in the Tower of Terror, like in the lobby of the Tower of Terror, that's like drilled into the floor. It's just,
because we know they're never going to fix it. Because remember,
fence around the Grand
I don't know if everyone remembers this. When the fence went in at the Grand, I looked at the holes around. I go, they're not going to fix this.
No,
they're going to be fixed. Sure enough, that first day I show up, wrong color cement right in the holes. Yep. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, that'll be $700 a night, sir. That's with your 40% off. Oh, well, thank you.
Yep.
And we fired the band. So.
Yep.
Oh, they're the worst.
They're still this $25 martini. But
the worst.
Where else can you put the orchestra music on your smartphone and listen in the lobby and enjoy your
I think
vacation?
you alluded to it, but I think, like, I don't know, maybe Allison did. I don't remember who said it at this point. But, like, obviously the cast members down here care a lot, but the problem is no one up here cares. So this imbecile doesn't care.
Don't shake the baby.
He deserves it. These people don't care, and as long as these people don't care, it is an uphill battle for these people. These people who became frontline cast members because they're like us. They believe in what they saw on TV and what they were told when they came to the parks, that level of service and quality and making people's dreams come true and giving people memories that last a lifetime. These people believe in it, and these people just want money. And it's just always going to be an uphill battle for these people, which is a shame. We need someone up here who cares.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying, I know they're not going to change everything ever, because in the end, it's a publicly traded company, and there are numbers you have to hit. But there's a breaking point. Like, something's got to, the tide has to start going the other way.
This pandemic is going to, the tide was turning, I think.
Yeah, Runaway Railway opened like the week before the pandemic, so yeah, the tide was turning.
The tide was absolutely, I mean, Toy Story Land, the tide was absolutely turning. This pandemic is going to speed up that tide quite a bit. And it's going to turn, like I said, if they think they're going to get back to normal crowds in 2024, I got news for them. They're not.
Don't worry, they've expedited work on the Star Wars hotel.
Oh, good.
It's $8,000. So don't worry, everybody. The top 1% will be.
But as long as the holes in the ground are not the wrong color cement, it'll be worth every penny.
Not until they have an NBA bubble in the Star Wars Star Cruiser. Space Jam. Come on, Slam!
What NBA bubble are they having with the NBA experience completely shut down?
Well, that's a shame. Anyway,
Tom, before we stop this discussion, two things. We hit 1,000 live viewers. Plus, I have friends from California watching, so hey, hi. I'm on TV.
And all 1,000 of you, please hit the like button if you're enjoying news tonight. We appreciate it. This is a record crowd, by the way. Thank you for being part of a record audience for this show. I think for any live at this point. We're real close to the record at the very least. Thank you. We appreciate it. Any other points we want to make about this before we move on?
No, don't buy the candy. Look at it.
Don't buy the
candy.
I will be honest with you. The candy wasn't like this when we bought it. We left it in the car. I just thought it was funny. I'll be honest with you. It's actually a good deal to buy one, get one candy. I would buy some.
Oh, but it's on the Halloween candy now as well. There's a lot of things.
I bought the Halloween candy, the cute little
the little pumpkin hats. It's
cute.
Like everything for merchandise, like the 30% they do for annual pass order for DVC.
This is like post 9/11 again, and I love shopping
and this is,
again.
This is a time to buy things where otherwise you would say like, I'm going to hold off on that. Yeah. Like a big piece. Like
I bought that discounted flower and garden art.
And
the Mickey floral, the plastic one with the characters.
They do the 30.
That wasn't this week. No, that was weeks ago.
They do the 30% off on Lego, and even for cast members, the 50. It's like the big castle is like, what is it, $350? I mean, 30% on that. That's not too bad. To keep $100 in your pocket, like it's something. Like,
now you know why cast members are reselling stuff. I mean, because they have to when you work for this company. Anyway, there's got to get something out of it, right? All right, well, with that said, we're going to take a commercial break, but when we come back, we have a lot more still to go tonight. We have the Family Feud. We have the announcement of a new venture from some of our cohorts here at WDWNT. We have, what else we got going on? The Incorrect Fact. We've got lots of good stuff coming up. Stick around for more tonight.
Something has stopped us now. I'll tell you how. We're gonna live on through it. Let's stay inside and spend our time taking things in stride. Good times aren't held at bay. Just stay away from the population and wash your hands to kill off those bacterial strands. Now we're trying to keep a little distance. It's for sure our best resistance to making things a whole lot worse. Come on, kids, let's all go down to the sink. Wash those grubby little hands of yours. 20 seconds. You never know, it might just save a life. Something has stopped us now, but don't you fret, it'll for sure get better. We'll soon be hand in hand, going down to Disneyland. Oh, won't that be so grand, though something has stopped us now. Ah-cha-cha.
Looking for the latest in Disney news on the go? Then download WDWNT, the app. From news to videos to park hours and more. WDWNT, the app, is your one-stop shop for the latest from the Disney World. Available on iPhone and Android, just search for WDWNT in your device's app store.
Welcome back to WDW News Tonight. We are live on YouTube, and that's it. We're not on social media anymore. You got to watch us on YouTube now. You have no choice. What are you people doing?
Eating cookies.
They're just laughing and eating cookies. It's great.
Lauren, Ron.
That was not. You're doing fine. Nick is so mean. That's so mean. So mean. She made the least mistakes of any of you ever. And like she hit one button for a second. You're like, Lauren! Oh! Nick hit 50 wrong buttons a show. I once bet Nick, how much money was it? What would I give you if you win a whole show without a mistake?
It was a good amount.
It was like, it was several $100s.
Yeah, it was.
He never did it.
No.
He never could make it. One time he went like 45 minutes, though.
Came close.
The first 45 minutes he went without a mistake.
Yeah.
But no, you're doing
I think I read something wrong.
She's so worried.
I have a new ad to read tonight. I'm excited.
You do have a new ad to read, but let me go through other stuff. Coming up on the show, we are back every week now, Thursdays at 9. What do we got coming up on the show? You have the calendar? We have the calendar. Hurry up, Lauren.
She got that one right.
I'm joking. Coming up on the show next week, we have the pyramid. Oh, there's other stuff, too, next week. Pyramid. If someone go read me the calendar from the other room. I didn't write it down.
Where's Liquid Magic?
Next week's the pyramid and some other things. Episode 148 on October 15th. We have Card Parks. On October 22nd, we have the Dream Sequence. And then it is our Halloween show, but it's also our 150th episode on October 29th. We have the Treat Trail. We'll be back. All sorts of fun things, as well as carpool karaoke and Are You Afraid of the Park? All that and more on a special 3-hour show, episode 150, our Halloween special.
Can Pete and I make some
29th.
bubble and brews? Some Liquid Magic?
A Liquid Magic coming up. I think it's the week after.
Oh, I didn't see it on the board.
The Halloween show's full.
All right,
it is
whatever.
full. But you guys have two on the calendar too.
All right.
After November, you have 2 of them. But yeah.
All right.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Go tell us all about the official travel agent sponsor of WDWNT.
Yeah, this program is brought to you by our official travel agent sponsor, The Vacationeer. The engineers of... Engineers? Yeah, it does say that.
That's a vacation.
Good thing I read this ahead of time. The engineers of your next magical vacation.
Nailed it.
He can't do it.
It's great.
He just got used to the other one.
I did. All right, I got this. Sit back and let their team of vacation planning experts craft your family's next magical Disney trip. The best part is their services are free.
What?
Free.
What? It can't be.
Hotel, park tickets, fast passes, dining, and much more. Visit WDWNT.travel for details. The Vacationeer, the official travel agency of WDWNT. Yeah.
Good job, Nick.
Engineers. Yes.
You got it, Nick. All right, Nick, you know what it's time for. It's been a while. It's time to take a journey back to our favorite place in the world, the wonderful world of Psychotic Commons.
Yeah.
Walt Disney presents
More Nick reading, so here we go.
That's what we came for.
All right, in the NBA experience is closing, in that article there. Mandy, yes, that one, wrote nothing but net.
Oh.
Getting all the cast members
Profits.
are gone. Yeah. Yeah.
Evil corporation.
Walt Disney World issues new capacity guidelines. Vern Lowe wrote, name, we will only be booking our holiday to Walt Disney World when the virtue signaling masks are done away with. I've never heard them called that before.
No.
Virtue signaling masks. In the Yeehaw Bob article, by Yeehaw Bob.
Yeah, Bob wrote it.
Yeah,
bye, Yeehaw Bob.
I didn't say bye. I said bye Yeehaw Bob.
Okay.
Yes. Gerard wrote, so sad to see another Walt Disney World institution go. It is symptomatic of Walt Disney World losing its unique identity as a place of fun and old-fashioned entertainment. Hard-working entertainers and cast members dumped when the going has got tough over the last 6 months. It all smacks of an opportunity to make the place just for high-speed ride junkies. Like, what? High-speed ride junkies?
Roller skates and their baseballs.
High-speed ride junkies. I love it.
Yes, the high speeds of Rise of the Resistance. Rise of the Resistance is like riding in a giant Roomba.
Wow.
It's a big Roomba on a Star Destroyer.
Jeff wrote, I know a lot of people love him, but watching his show for me was absolute torture. Although I wish him well elsewhere. So terrible.
Oh, man.
Bill Murray wrote, Cut the entertainment value at Disney. Cry Corona after it opens back up. Beg for government bailout. Use it to pay the big guys at the top of the ladder one last overvalued amount. File another bankruptcy. Walk away with a full bank account. All right, sure.
Okay. Oh, Bill.
It's the psychotic comments, not the accurate one.
Yeah. In the article about the layoffs, Jen wrote, "Fire people at the worst time, but keep ruining movies like Star Wars." Yeah.
She's a Palpatine.
And Mulan.
So in a photo article, Voyage of the Little Mermaid billboard removed. We had Gail write in, "Oh, this is sad. Cute ride, very colorful, and perfect for younger children." New Skin wrote, "Not a ride."
Because this is Voyage of the Little Mermaid, the show at Hollywood Studios. Yeah.
Gail wrote, "It's not for all, not a thrill ride, not for those speed thrill junkies, right? But cute for children." New Skin replied, "Bro, it's literally not a ride."
Oh, that was my favorite
good.
Twitter thread of the last 3 months. It's not a ride. I know it's not for everyone. No, it's actually not a ride.
Can I borrow Baby Chapek for this?
Oh,
one?
sure, yeah.
I need props. All right, here we go. Just imagine Chapek here.
I mean, that's what he looks like.
Is this Rufus the naked mole rat from Kim Possible?
Who tweeted? That was a tweet, right?
That was a tweet from Mac Shoots Back.
Yeah. Is this a naked mole rat?
Yeah. Maybe.
Rufus the naked mole rat grown up.
Disneyland to issue theme park reopening guidelines. We had a few in that story.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Prince Naveen wrote, Newsom should be dragged out by his feet from the state capitol. Yeah, okay. Wow. Violent. Prince Naveen.
Specifically by the feet.
Yeah.
Whatever floats your boat.
Abdul says Disney should relocate Disneyland to a business-friendly state like Texas. Just pick it up and move it.
We should take Disneyland and push it somewhere else.
Over there. Latinx Duchess wrote, Josh Tomorrow is our only hope against the evil ketchup-loving robot.
Hit the robot button, Lauren.
Yeah.
Does she know where it is? Oh, she knows.
Robot.
No, you gotta. Oh, it's an overlay.
It's all right.
Like Princess and the Frog. It's an overlay.
One last one for you from Warren. Disney finally getting payback for their money-grubbing, mean ways. Recall the 3-year-old and his mom detained for hours because he took a small item from a store? Oh, let's raise the admission so high a family would have to take out a loan to get in. I have brought up my kids to value national parks, not fake ones.
I like fake.
Yeah, well, they like national parks.
I like my mountain shaped like Cadillac fins. Sorry.
Mount Orleans. So
like
there you go.
Real things are terrible.
Check out the comments.
Okay. Well, thank you, Nick. We're going to take a commercial break. In just a few moments, we're going to announce our new venture. And when we come back, the Family Feud. Stick around for more tonight.
there's a great big carousel of products, and they're available for all of you today. Yes, there's a great big carousel of products, and we'll ship them out to you right away. Well, hello there. It's another Thursday night here in the fabulous whatever year it is. And you won't believe it's a whole new age of electronic civilization. There's now T-shirts for websites. A fella named Tom Corliss makes up stories and rumors and clickbait. A lot of fluff, but it's fun. And now there's a T-shirt for it. It has the big D on the front, and it has the WDW News Today logo on the back. Isn't that just the bee's knees? That really is something. It's available for just $20 in any size. No tax for larger sizes. Everyone's the same price. And what's this? Oh, it's some newfangled thing called a magnet. It could go on your refrigerator or your automobile, your Huffmobile, whatever you might have that is made of metal. This magnet will go right on it, this WDWNT logo magnet with this fancy D on it, and it's just $5. All this great WDWNT logo merchandise available through the carousel of products. Well, what's everyone talking about now? Well, it's the return of the WDW News Tonight, my favorite radio program on Thursday evenings. And now we even have limited edition T-shirts. That means there's only a limited supply of them and then they're gone. It's the craziest idea. And this is one of those limited edition T-shirts. It's for the secret Swiss bobsled training facility. You know, in my days, the only secret facilities were in Arizona, and the U.S. government was testing nuclear weapons. But yes, you can celebrate the Epcot attraction that never was with the secret Swiss bobsled training facility in bright red. Only $20, a limited edition of only 250 of these were made. That's crazy. And then, what I'm going to be wearing down to the old soda fountain to get a sarsaparilla is this coral T-shirt. You might call it pink, but technically now it's coral. Same thing, different name. But yes, this socially distancing Nemo T-shirt in coral is available, limited edition of 250, only $20, and the back even says it. In case you don't know, in case you thought this was pink, the back even says coral on it with the WDW News Today logo. A stylish choice. Again, hurry up, there's only 250 of these available. For these great products and more, head to carouselofproducts.com and shop now. And if you spend over $50, you can save $5 by using the promo code FAB5. What a terrific deal.
Welcome back to WDW News Tonight. And welcome the carousel of products. I saw some people in the chat were like, is this real? This is real. We've been working on this for a long time. Our good friend, host of Deep in the Plus, Rob Whiteside, is running the carousel of products and has been working with me for the last couple months. And we've been trying to get this ready for you, and it's finally ready. And so every Thursday, we are releasing new product at carouselproducts.com, and there'll be a ridiculous ad with me looking like an idiot every week for you. But yeah, so right now, if you go to carouselproducts.com, you guys asked us for the longest time. Usually we just make these for staff, but everybody kept asking. So we finally made car magnets with just the WDWNT logo for you. They're just $5, and we did make these really comfy News Today logo shirts. We didn't wear them tonight because I didn't want anyone to spoil the surprise, but everyone's very excited to wear these. These are great. So yeah, this is just the first item. There is more News Today logo stuff coming. It wasn't ready for tonight, but it's coming eventually. And then, for those of you who are watching News Tonight, we wanted to do something special. We wanted to make 2 shirts just for you. These are launch day limited edition releases. We only did 250 of them, so there's not many. But the secret, I got to do it, the secret Swiss bobsled training facility.
So good.
So we did the Swiss Epcot logo here.
Swiss?
And the secret Swiss bobsled training facility for you. And then we had to, because I've been yelled at on every live show since July. Yell coral! Yell coral! Well, we did the shirt. It's actually coral. It says socially distancing Nemo, and on the back, you got the big coral there.
No, come on. What does it say on the back? What does it say on the back of the shirt, Tom?
Say the thing.
Coral! They're only $20, Nemo. It's a deal. It's a huge deal, Nemo. So go to carouselproducts.com. Again, the two News Tonight shirts are only LE of 250 because they're just for you guys. So they're not going to make it very long, so make sure you head over there soon. The News Today stuff, we do have larger supply, and they'll be around, but you should still grab it because, like I said in the ad where I was dressed like an idiot, there is that deal where if you spend $50, you get $5 off with the Fab 5. But there is also a standing offer for WIGS members. What's the WIGS code? Do we have that? It's on Patreon now. So if you're a WIGS member, if you go to Patreon and log in, you'll see the code there. There is a standing code for WIGS members. We'll change it every so often, but you guys, what do they get? 5%? Is that right? There's a 5% standing discount for WIGS members as well, even if you don't spend the $50. But the $50 save 5, I think, is a good deal. So yeah, Carousel Products, new venture from some of us here. And we're very excited about it. There's some cool stuff coming, and every Thursday we're going to have new stuff for you. So every Thursday here on News Tonight, we plan to reveal some new items. So thank you. We're excited about it. It's been a long time coming. I know we've done all sorts of, teamed with all sorts of T-shirt stores and things over the years. We're never quite happy with the way things went, and so we decided it was time to, do things our way, and that's what we're doing now. So hopefully you guys will join us on this exciting new ride, and we're pretty jazzed about it. Because as you know, I love merchandise, if you couldn't tell. So we have some really big ideas. This is just the beginning, the tip of the iceberg. Okay.
We have to stall.
I have to stall?
Just a little bit.
Why? Did something happen?
We only have half the contestants on the line.
Oh, I have something else to do before that anyway.
Oh, good.
It's time for the Disney Parks Incorrect Fact of the Week. The incorrect fact this week. Did you know the flags of the 7 families that Marcus Ilios Disney defeated to claim his Florida land hang at the exit of Pirates of the Caribbean? Did you know this? That's right. These are just going to get really dumb now.
I love that it was Ilios. This is his middle name.
He's the pizza.
I know.
He made Ilios Pizza.
So good.
That's where he made his money before he got into the entertainment business. Marcus Ilios Disney. Marcus Ilios Disney wouldn't have let cast members go.
No, he was a fair and just man.
And throughout the furlough, they all would have had pizza. He was very kind. He also wasn't real. Anyway, do we have contestants? I'll talk more about merchandise. This can go on your car. It can go, I don't know if it's
on
stick to glasses. No, not glasses.
Pizza oven.
Anything made of metal.
Someone slap it to the back of Chapek.
No. Captain Rex can hold it.
Can he?
No.
Maybe.
I don't know. I promise it goes on things. We're ready now? Oh, there you go. It sticks to this weird thing. The trap door in my desk. There you go. All right, we're ready. Go ahead, Nick.
All right, it's time to play the feud. All right, the most exciting thing about the feud this week is that Nick does not have to read the game instructions to our contestants. All right, so we're going to bring out our contestants, and then we got a different way of getting you guys the instructions. But let's meet our teams for the family feud here. First of all, we have Team Allison.
Wow.
Consists of Mike, Jake, and Kevin. So let's make sure we have everybody there. Hello, Mike. Good evening.
Good evening, guys.
Oh, Mike coming in real hot.
All right. Glad to have you here, Mike. You're going to be on Allison's team tonight, as well as...
All right, let's go.
Yeah, as well as Jake. Jake, good evening.
Hey, Nick. How are you?
Excellent, excellent. You're also going to be on Team Allison tonight. And then we also have Kevin. Hello, Kevin.
Hey, Nick. How's it going?
Great, great. Thanks for calling in tonight. Thanks for playing the Feud. So you're going to be Team Allison. Allison, do you want to help your teammates come up with a nickname for tonight? A team name?
I think they're going to have
Team
to...
Patrick Spikes.
Team Patrick Spikes. All right.
That's it.
All right. Team Patrick Spikes. All right. So now we're going to introduce to you Team Pete, consisting of Angelo, Thomas, and Arlo. So let's say hi to everybody here. Make sure we have everybody. Angelo, good evening.
Steve Crow.
Yes. Here we go.
All right. I like it.
We also have Thomas. Hello, Thomas.
Hello. Steve Co.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, I think we might know your
It's
team
a solid
there.
team.
All right.
They know what they're getting themselves into.
All right. And then Arlo.
Hello, Sivako.
There it is, baby. We got the triple Sivako.
Do I even have to ask what the team name is?
Oh, you know our team name, fellas.
Team Party with Pete.
Oh.
Hashtag Party with Pete.
I'm okay with either team name, Nick.
Dude's ready, too.
All right, we can go with Party with Pete.
All right, we're partying.
All right. So, contestants, listen up here. We're going to play the game rules for you. Viewers at home will be able to watch this fun little safety video.
Welcome to the Family Feud, where two teams face off to show which one knows our fans best. We surveyed our fans, and it's your job to give us their top responses. The game is split up into rounds, and at the start of each round, we'll have a face-off. One person from each team is picked, and we'll ask them the round's question. The first player to buzz in gives us their answer, and we'll reveal it up on the board. If it's not the top answer, the other team gets a chance to answer it too. Whichever team gives us the most popular answer then chooses if they want to play this round themselves or pass it to their opponents in hopes to steal it from them later. Once your team starts playing a question, we'll ask each person on your team for an answer in a round-robin fashion. Get an answer right, we'll reveal it, and add those points to the total for the round. Reveal all the answers to win all the points. But if you give a wrong answer, you get a strike. Get 3 strikes, and the other team has a chance to steal. To steal, the other team gets to confer and come up with one answer that isn't on the board yet. If they're right, they get to bank all the points you earned so far. But if they're wrong, you get to keep all those points for yourself. The first team to earn 300 points wins. Some of the later questions might be worth double or triple points, so stay on your toes. Good luck and have fun playing the Feud.
Great job, Tyler.
Nice. All right. So we have the Team Patrick Spikes versus Team Party with Pete. We're gonna bring up Allison and Pete to the buzzer here. So remember to buzz in, you yell out your name. Just yell out your own name.
Okay.
This way you buzz in. First one.
So we figured out that we should pre-record the rules, but everything else we still just have no idea.
You know, I don't know how they. Yeah, because we can't raise hands. We can't raise hands. I
No.
can't see people.
We haven't bought a buzzer yet.
Send them at home? Well, mail the buzzers out each week.
Yeah.
And then you have to send them back.
You can buy one on Carousel of Products.
Wow.
All right, so Allison and Pete. Name something you can do for free at Walt Disney World.
Allison.
I'm going with Allison.
Get an occasion button.
Let's see. Get a button. Not on the board.
Sorry, we surveyed 100 people who've never actually been.
All right, Pete, name something you could do for free at Walt Disney World.
I'm going to say go on the monorail.
Oh, let's see. Monorail. Number one answer.
Booyakasha! Steve Co.
So good.
Pete, you going to play or pass this round?
I'm looking at my team. They're saying play.
All right. All right. Excellent. So Team Party with Pete. So we're going to go to Angelo. Angelo, name something you could do for free at Walt Disney World.
It's Angela, but Disney Springs.
It's Angela, Nick.
Angela?
Angela.
Okay, we'll change that.
As in, I'm a girl.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. That makes sense. Well, let's see.
What a shock! The moment Lauren got up and left the room and Nick sat in that chair, we were good for an hour and 50 minutes. And the minute you sat in that chair, we're calling people the wrong names. We don't know how to buzz people in. Forget it. I give up. It's not up there.
All right, let's see Disney Springs, number 2.
Nice job, Angela.
Oh my goodness. All right, I'm afraid, Thomas. Have I got your name right?
It's Tina.
Yep, or Tom. Representing Team Cosmic here. I'm going to go Kid Cot Fun Stop.
What?
The Kid Cot?
Kid Cot
Kid
Fun
Cot
Stop.
Fun Stop.
You know, used to go to those.
Yeah.
Used to go.
Used
to hide behind your paper Duffy.
And sorry, that should be strike 1 for you, but I will fix that. All right. So you got 1 strike. Going over to Arlo.
Break into abandoned Epcot attractions and steal animatronics. No, of course not.
Can we give them points if it's not up there? Because I'd love to.
Very specific.
No, I'm going to say walk around the resorts.
Walk around the resorts. Resort hopping.
7.
Number 4.
Nice job, team.
Whoa.
All right, back over to Pete. Name something you could do for free at Walt Disney World.
I mean, currently or back in the day?
Just think what people would say in a survey. It could be either.
I'm going to go what I'm considering safe and just say cups of water.
Cups of water.
Good answer.
Number 3 answer.
Not cups, a cup. Just one.
Just one.
Everybody gets one.
They do get pissed at you extra too.
I can give you 2 small ones, but not 1 big one.
Yeah, exactly. You got 14 small cups.
My manager said we can only give out the small cup.
But I'd just be happy with that 1 big one. No, you can have as many small cups as you want.
All right, Angela.
Oh boy. Let's go with watch parades.
All right, watch a parade.
Yeah.
Pay to get in.
Not if it's
Sorry.
an electrical water pageant parade.
That's not a parade, it's a pageant.
It's spectacular.
Same thing, different names.
All right, back over to Thomas. 3 on the board, 2 strikes.
I'm going to say ride the Gondola.
Skyline.
Yeah, I think
Skyliner.
Yeah,
there it is. Good answer.
Got it.
Good
All
job.
right, staying alive.
Had to pee in a bag.
Arlo, we're back to you.
Boats, I guess. The ferry boats or whatever they're called. Friendship boats? No, that's Epcot.
See if boats are.
See boats.
Oh. No, people
Third
thought you had to
strike.
pay for boats, but the bus and the Skyliner are free.
Honestly, guys, great job by
That was
everyone there.
good.
We only
So-
left them 2 tough ones.
This is tough.
All right, so back over to Team Patrick Spike. You got two on the board. You can all talk amongst yourselves and come up with an answer.
What do our viewers?
You guys
what's my team?
You guys
thing?
haven't huddled yet?
Yeah, we haven't huddled.
Wasting
I was
time.
thinking of pin trading.
Pin trading.
Swimming in the pool.
There you go. Pin trading.
Swimming in the lake.
Well, you're supposed to be staying at the resort, but
maybe bread, like the table bread.
you're welcome.
Nah.
Or pin. I don't know. I'm thinking either. Pin trading's not a bad one. What do you think? What do you think about pin trading? If I say that one, is my team good with that?
I'm voting for pin trading.
Okay.
I like pin trading.
All right, let's do pin trading.
All right, let's see. Pin trading.
You need to buy pins. You can't just trade like that.
Well, the act of
I would like to
trading
trade a
them.
pin, please.
You
need one first,
trading
sir.
them.
All
I will
right.
trade you this.
Well, give me one to trade, and then I can trade you.
But I want a pin, Daddy.
Let's see.
Yes, son, we'll buy the store. How much is the store?
Let's see, number 5.
Two can play at that game.
People watching.
People watching.
And number 7. Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, we can still get into the Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
You do, but I guess the cards are free. I think that's what we're talking about. They'll give you the cards for free.
All right, great answers, though.
It's a free item.
Nice job by all survey takers.
Until Bob Chapek just heard about it. Now forget it. We give them what? You can sell the cards.
That was a tough one.
Don't give him any ideas. He'll make those digital any second.
All right,
what do we got?
All right, so we're going to bring up Angela and Mike. So Angela and Mike, remember, shout out your name to buzz in. Here we go.
Okay.
Name something Tom Corliss has that you wish you had.
Mike. Angela.
I think it was Mike, right?
Yeah, by
Mike,
far,
yeah. Mike.
An annual pass.
An annual pass.
All right, an annual pass. Number 1 answer.
Wow, it's number 1. You know, anyone can
All right,
get
Mike,
those.
do you want to play or pass this?
That was the number 1 answer.
This category.
I think we're going to play this one.
All right.
All right.
Bringing it over to Jake. Jake, name something Tom Corliss has that you wish you had.
A girlfriend.
Let's see, a girlfriend.
I bet it's on there.
Not on there.
You forgot to say mystery girlfriend.
There you go.
Specify.
You got to tune in for the season finale. We'll unmask her. So you can tune in.
All right, Kevin.
I'm going to go with the Amity Island sign. I'd love to have one of those on the wall.
The Amity Island
Amity
sign.
Island sign.
Amity means friendship.
No, it's a strike.
That's a good answer, though. I respect
That was
that
a good
answer.
Allison?
I'm going to say money.
Let's see, money. Number 2 answer.
Oh, boy.
All right, staying alive here. Back over to Mike.
I'm going to pander. I'm going to say the WDWNT website. Control.
The control of the website.
Oh.
It's more of an illusion of control. Oh, no. No one wants the website.
Team, all right.
Myself included.
We got 4 answers up there. What are we thinking? Let's just brainstorm here. You're talking amongst friends. No one's judging.
How about a
gotta
business
be-
or camera?
It's got to be something Shandu related.
I like cool
I know
electronic equipment.
I know he's got that haunted mansion. What is it? Post, stair post. One of those. That's a good one.
Can we just say merchandise in general instead of getting specific?
Disney World exclusive merch.
You're putting a lot of words in there, and I think we should keep it broad. Perhaps just anything with the word merchandise or collectible.
Let's go. We got to go Shandu. Something Shandu.
Sure, that falls under merchandise or collectible.
Oh, you know it's bad when Pete's the voice of reason. Pete's like, let's be reasonable here.
We don't have to name one specific piece of
We
merchandise.
only need 14 drinks at Epcot.
Pieces of
I'm
merchandise.
just going to grab, I'm hearing all
Just
these
say Shandu.
amazing suggestions, and I think we're going to go with what my team has said all along.
All right.
Merchandise.
All right. All right, let's see. Merchandise.
What? If there's a Shandu anything up there, I'm out of here.
No,
All right, number
what are
3.
these gonna
Wait,
be?
what are these?
A great job.
Aw, you don't know him.
Number 4.
Yeah.
Who is that?
That should have been our guess.
Oh.
Number 5. Great taste in church.
Oh.
3 people thought that.
That's 3 more than I would have thought.
Living their Disney.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's a good
Makes
one.
sense.
Or at whatever.
Who's that?
I think I have that.
You're literally on the website taking this survey.
All right. Let's reset the board. and head into
Same
the next
question.
round.
All right, we're on to the next round. The score right now is Party with Pete, 36. Patrick Spikes, 10. All right, we're bringing Thomas and Jake up here now. Thomas and Jake, name something that was added to the parks since the pandemic started.
Thomas.
Thomas, it's you.
I'm going to go with our beautiful lucite pylons.
Interesting answer, T-Bone, but let's see it up there.
Lucite pylons, I think.
It's not like you said anything.
Do you know what they are?
Are we talking about like the
Epcot fountain.
thing? Oh,
the Epcot fountain.
Epcot fountain. I thought you meant like the clear pylons.
No, give me the X.
Anything with the word Epcot.
All right.
Just hit the X.
Yes, I mean.
I know what Nick was thinking, but no.
Yeah.
You gotta stay very general.
All right.
So I mean, Jake gets a guess?
Yeah, Jake gets a guess.
Plexiglass dividers.
No.
That would be the one.
That is on there. Number 2
answer.
Are the plexiglass made of lucite?
I don't know.
No, they're two different materials.
Way expensive.
Yeah.
Two different materials.
All right. So, Jake, do you want to play or pass this round?
Let's play.
All right. Let's play. Kevin, name something that was added to the park since the pandemic started.
Let's go with the cavalcades.
Cavalcades. See, cavalcades.
Good answer.
That's on there.
right.
Number 5. All right, back over to Allison.
The social distancing markers.
Let's see, social distancing markers. Number one
number
answer.
1.
Yep.
All right, 2 answers left on the board. No strikes. Mike, you're up.
I'm going to say guests with masks.
Guess.
Or cast members with masks.
Masks. Masks is the
Nice.
number 3 answer.
Oh, come on. You gave him that?
All right, you could sweep this one. Jake.
Hand sanitizer.
Let's see, hand sanitizer.
Gotta be up there.
There you go.
Come on.
All right.
Team Patrick
Easiest category
Spike.
ever.
That was
Yeah, you swept that one. To take the lead, 85 to 36.
good. All right.
Whoa.
Doing
Well, we're a
good.
come from behind kind of family.
Let's start the next round. These points worth double. We're going to bring Arlo and Kevin up here. So
We got this double points.
Yep, we got it.
Double.
Arlo and Kevin, name a country you'd like to see added to the World Showcase.
Arlo, Kevin.
Arlo, what's your answer?
Israel.
Let's see.
Amen.
Israel.
What? Who would have thought?
Not on the board. Kevin.
How about Brazil?
How about Brazil?
Did you mean Madagascar?
Number 1 answer.
Yeah, someone should build that. If only you had people to design things.
Kevin, would you like to play or pass this category?
I say, how about we play?
How about you play? All right.
Who passes ever? I mean,
Nah.
right?
Allison, name a country you'd like to see added to the World Showcase.
I will say Australia.
Crikey.
See
Throw
Australia.
another shrimp on the barbie.
Number 2 answer. Mike, you're up.
I'm going to say Argentina.
Oh.
See Argentina.
Don't cry for me.
What's the answer?
Not on the board. Jake, your turn.
Secret, Swiss, bobsled.
Switzerland.
Let's
right,
see.
it's a pretty neutral
Switzerland, is
answer.
it on the board?
Yay!
Good one.
Those 4 people are watching the show right now. It's the whole crowd.
All right, Kevin.
How about Spain?
See Spain. Number 4 answer.
Ooh.
All right, Allison, back to you.
All right. I'm going to say Greece.
It's a Greece language.
Greece
Then
on
it could
the
be an
board.
IP.
Yes.
It
Oh, you mean
is.
the country. Greece Pavilion.
All right, only one strike, one answer remaining. Mike, back to you.
I'm going to say Taiwan.
All right, it's Taiwan on the board. No.
It would save money.
All right, comes down to this, Jake.
Oh boy, India.
Oh, India's a good one.
That's a good one.
All right, if India's on the board, you increase your lead.
Jai-ho!
Let's
get steel here, team.
Man.
I thought that was up
What
there.
are we thinking?
That was a good answer. That's all right.
I think.
All right, Team Party with P, what are we thinking?
Russia. So obviously, our friend Danny
Equatorial
FNK. Exactly. Equatorial Africa.
No.
Don't we already have that?
It's not really a pavilion.
We didn't get the Equatorial Africa.
You got a soda shop. Soda
Yeah, we got a
shop
soda
and
shop.
a
We
soccer
need-
store.
Danny K. We need the
We
Danny
got the
K
Corliss
special.
Diet Coke No Ice facility.
Wow. Okay, so in Equatorial Africa.
Pete, this is how we feel when we talk to you all the time. This is how we respond to you. Well, that's Pete. That's a great answer. But
You guys listen to me feel so nice. I'm one with the people. I'll say Africa if we all think that. And you guys all think that, or are there other opinions?
I mean, that was an original pavilion.
I mean, so was Israel.
We already. That was
Israel's already
next,
gone.
so.
No,
I think
I know,
it's because
I'm
they
just
said
saying
like
that-
something that people want.
True.
So, I mean, I'll go with you guys. It wouldn't have been my answer, but I've been known to be wrong more than right.
Team player.
I mean, Pete, you make the big bucks. What are you thinking?
I'm not thinking, really. So that's what I was hoping, like, what do you guys would have a brilliant suggestion? But yeah, let's go with Equatorial Africa. Lock it in.
All right, let's see. Equatorial Africa.
Oh!
No.
What is it?
Points awarded to Team Patrick Spikes. Whoa, wait, that's a lot of points.
Holy moly, they have 100,000 points.
Yeah, Ben also sent you point corrections.
It's amazing.
We're gonna have to make some moves.
We're just gonna let Lauren do everything.
I don't know where that went wrong.
What was the other country? Was it Thailand? When he said Taiwan, I wanted to say Thailand.
What is it?
Ireland, of course, the land of my people.
They have that. It's the Rose and Crown. It was a joke. Because it's a ball.
We have one round
Another
left.
time to come back. It's the triple points round.
All right, let's do
You
this.
can take, you can take it if it's the triple point.
Like I said, we don't call it a comeback.
All right. Pete and Allison, you're up here for the last question, last category.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
Name a Disney character you think would do well in the NBA. Allison?
Goofy.
Of course.
Let's see.
But will he
Goofy.
ever hit a shot?
Number one
You guys
answer.
are saying that because he's tall.
Player pass.
That's correct.
Can I ask my team if they want to player pass, or is it
Yeah,
my
you can ask
only- what about my team? What do you want to do?
Right.
Y'all want to play?
Let's do it.
All right, let's play. Let's do it.
Do they only get one
So you
strike
go
in the
home.
triple round?
It's supposed to be.
What were the rules that Tyler had in the video?
Let's watch the video again. I'm kidding.
I don't know if we're playing
I don't think it says it.
I don't think it's on there.
Family Feud.
It should be one strike.
Are we doing
I
one
believe.
strike?
Yeah, I'm doing one.
We're doing one
Okay.
strike.
It's an executive.
You still want to play? Player
Here
pass.
comes a
still wanna
nasty
play?
message from Ben.
Teammates?
I've got a couple.
You have. All right.
Good for it.
All right. Let's play. Let's do it.
All right, here we go. So let's go over to Mike.
Oh boy. I'm gonna say Hercules.
Oh,
All right.
good one.
Hercules on the
You
board.
can go the distance.
Wow.
Yes. He plays basketball in that one scene.
That's true.
And he's probably strong.
He has Nike.
He's big and strong.
All right,
Yes,
Jake.
Air Hercs.
Hercules.
Isn't it Air Hercs?
Oh, that's not that one?
Wow.
Dang, I gotta watch these movies again.
Sully.
Sully?
Sully.
Sully from us.
Sullenberger?
Oh, he's tall.
Sully on the board.
Miracle on the Hudson?
Oh.
No one remembers that.
So Party with Pete gets to steal.
All right, guys, what are we thinking?
Maui.
I'm thinking
Gotta be
Gaston.
Maui.
Or what? I heard Maui. What was the
I'm
other
going to
one?
sit out this one because I don't know anything about sports.
We keep stepping on Angela.
Yeah, we Gaston or Maui.
Gaston, she yelled.
Oh, Gaston or Maui. I'd be okay with both of those. Arlo, what do you
I
think?
mean,
If you had to
they're
pick
both
Gaston
pretty
or
jacked.
Maui, who would you pick?
Gaston or Maui. I feel like Gaston would be a more.
Gaston.
Is that the final answer?
I don't like the Gaston answer.
Wow.
But we can go for it.
I mean, you've seen him in action. That guy can do some serious moves.
Yeah.
They're talking about these like they're real people.
I know. I mean, like, because I'm thinking about it. Yeah,
That Maui.
he's
He's on X Games mode.
He's more of a baseball player. He's got an expector rating.
I mean, but you can get a LaFou's brew if you go on Gaston.
I feel like Jafar would
Those
be
are
the
awful.
best. But all right, I'm going with
All right, need an answer.
Gaston. But
Gaston?
mine was Jafar.
Oh.
Gaston.
Gaston.
Jafar cannot ball.
Yes, he can, and he's tall.
See.
No. What were the other ones? What were
That's
the
a
other
lot of
actors were?
points.
Thank you, whoever did that, probably Jason. Let's
I
see,
feel like
number
Tigger's up
2.
there.
Jason's buying things.
Tigger,
because he bounces.
Yeah.
And the
Basketball's what Tiggers do best.
number 4 answer. Genie.
Genie. I knew it was from that movie.
So like Iron Man doesn't count because they're Disney character?
You're yelling they're all men? Wow.
No, Iron Man.
I'm pretty sure Tigger's neutral.
Number 5, Pumpkin Woman.
All right. Congratulations to Team Patrick Spike.
Team Patrick Spikes. There you
Allison,
go.
Mike, Jason, and Kevin.
We gotta
Patrick
study.
Spike's teammate.
At least it was close.
It was so close.
It was. They only had 4 on you.
I
That's
know.
it.
It's amazing.
3,000 points to buy a lot of holiday roast.
It was hard to beat Patrick Spikes today.
Well, thank you, Nick. Thanks, everybody, for playing. We'll be in contact with your core bucks for the winners. And I just want to thank everybody for watching. We had a record audience tonight. This was great. It's wonderful to be back. Exciting. Nick, you excited?
I am. I'm super excited. I can't get the music to stop. You'll be back.
Oh, God. If you're a WIGS member, stick around. We got a post show coming up for you, everyone else. It's time for us to say goodnight. We'll be back with you next Thursday. Remember, kids, Disneyland is a work of love. We didn't go into Disneyland just with the idea of making money. Guess who said that? Good night.
Good night.
Woo! Nope, Nick doesn't know how to do it. There you go.
Can't find the show ending.